Well, I know the struggle, and I'm pretty sure if you have any experience with kids, you know the struggle. How in the world do we get our little ones to eat food that is good for them? Well, they have no problem reaching for the cookies and chips and pizza, but put a vegetable in front of their face and you're met with a scrunched nose. John Haskell is a physical education and health teacher at Most Blessed Sacrament Catholic School in Berlin. Thank you for being here this afternoon. All right, so in an overweight world, it's important to teach our kids these healthy habits, but it's hard to get them to do what's right.
Yeah, so in the United States here, we have a big problem, childhood obesity. So 1 out of 5 kids are basically obese, not only overweight, but obese. And so tackling this problem is extremely important. One problem that we have is kids are just not going outside and playing anymore. Kids are sitting in front of their tablets, sitting in front of the TV, playing video games. And so getting them up, getting them active is important. And once they're physically active, they'll notice that their body kind of tells them that they need to eat certain things. And so we have that as kind of a problem. Another problem is that their parents are not the only ones telling them what foods they should be eating. Food advertisements is the second largest industry that's paying for advertisements after automobiles. And so kids, when they're playing on the tablet, when they're watching television, are receiving 20,000 to 40,000 advertisements a year.
Wow.
And food advertisements make up a large portion of those. And the food advertisements are not going to be about fruits and vegetables, but instead kind of low nutrient, high calorie cereals and things like that. So it's important for parents to recognize this and to counteract that by promoting fruits and vegetables and healthy eating at home.
Yeah, so is home where it all starts? Is that where we begin to get them to embrace these healthy foods?
Yeah, home is absolutely where it needs to begin. Parents have that nurturing aspect with their kids, and so they need to use that. They need to promote that healthy foods. They need to promote active lifestyle, things like that directly at home, because kids on television, kids watching tablets are not getting that. So.
Sure. What about parents who sometimes disguise the vegetables, like putting shredded carrots into the spaghetti sauce, or things like that, hiding the vegetables?
I think in the end, the parents are trying to do what's best. They're trying to give their children the servings of fruits and vegetables that they need. I think, however, though, eventually that needs to transition to the kids consciously making a decision to eat the fruits and vegetables themselves. You know, one way a parent can do that is making a requirement of a fruit or vegetable before they get dessert after dinner. One thing that we do when we go to the grocery store is I kind of make a fun game with my kids. You know, would grandma recognize this food item as something to eat? You know, a lot of food now is multicolored and it doesn't really look like a food that your grandma would recognize. Starting the conversation with our kids that way at the grocery store and having them look at those types of factors is a good thing. So
what do you say to the parent who's out there whose child absolutely refuses to eat any fruits and vegetables?
Right, so food neophobia, the fear of new foods, is a real thing, and it mainly impacts age 2 to 6. So kids who are 2 to 6, that's maybe something that parents want to recognize is my child may really be not wanting to try new foods because they're scared of them. However, there are going to be kids that use kind of food and that process as kind of a negotiation tactic with their parents and try to extract some concessions from their parents about the tablet or about a new toy. And so parents kind of want to be cognizant of that. But then there are kids who are picky eaters. They're noticing something when they drink milk, perhaps they're lactose intolerant. And so looking to really find out what taste that child likes. Is it a bitter taste? Is it a sweet taste? Is it a sour taste? And then trying to link up that with the fruit or vegetable substitute for another type of food. And that way they can start to get the fruits and the vegetables that they need, and then you can slowly transition them to a broader selection of fruits and vegetables so they get more nutrients.
All right, good advice. And before I let you go, we just want to mention that Most Blessed Sacrament Catholic School has a open house coming up January 27th.
Absolutely, yeah. This is on Sunday, January 27th, I believe. It's from noon to 2:30. It's a great way for prospective parents and prospective kids to come check out our school. You will see all the staff members there, and you'll be able to see our amazing facilities. So please come check us out.
It is an amazing facility. John Haskell with Most Blessed Sacrament Catholic School in Berlin. Thank you.
Thank you
so much for being here.